Next comic coming to the stage. I'll give it up for Plus. Woo!
How y'all doing? A friend asked me why you wanna become a comedian. So I told him child support went electric on the nigga. I call it child support 2.0. Everybody please bring your phones out. Yeah, bring your phones out and don't wait till the nigga gets shot before he brings out. All right, type in your phone the gunman shooting, the gunman shooting still the 18-wheeler Benjamin, Texas. Yeah, it's a true story. The gunman shooting, Google. Yeah, the gunman shooting still the 18-wheeler Benjamin, Texas. Well, you can watch the news after. So I drive the 18-wheeler. It was on the news. So I drive the 18-wheeler. So as I was coming down the hill, my truck is manual. Because I drive anything, I drive stick shift, everything. So I was downshifting. So as I was downshifting to slow down because I saw a red monster in the middle of the road and then I saw people by Ray. So when I was downshifting, because that's how you slow a manual truck down, they thought I've seen them holding a gun. So all of a sudden they just started shooting at me. And it was a military gun. So I brake, completely stopped, and then I put it in reverse and I start backing up. So as I was backing up, other vehicles too were also turning around, running away. So I jump out of the vehicle, start running on foot. It was like a war movie. So when I was running on foot, a box truck was turning around too. So I jump on to hold to their mirror, and then the passenger in the box truck was like, "Oh, let go, let go." I said, "Hell no, this is my life, man. Those people are about to murder me, so I ain't letting go." So long story short, the cops came, they shoot at the cops got them everything. All right, so here comes the main story. So they gave me a victim advocate personnel, so he asked me to get a lawyer. The first lawyer I called, it was a white female. So I'm like, "Ma'am, my name is Ephraim. I just got involved in a gunfire and they tried to kill me, and I'm the victim." And then he's like, "Oh, that was you on the news?" I said, "Hell yeah, that was me." Then she's like, "Oh, sorry, I don't practice that law." So I thought she was being mean to me, and then she just don't want to take the niggas, to practice on him. So I called the next lawyer. The next lawyer was a white man. So he picked up the phone and said, "Hello, sir, my name is blah, blah, blah. I was just involved in a gun violence shot and I'm the victim." Then he said, "Oh, that was you on the news?" I said, "Yes." So he said, "Oh, I have a bad news for you." So I'm like, "What is the bad news?" He said, "I defend a criminal." I'm like, "What?" He said, "Yes, I defend a criminal." So I'm like, "So how many years you went to school?" He said, 16 years. So I said, "So you went to 16 years school just to defend criminals?" He said, "Yes." So I said, "Well, criminals defend criminals." He said, "Not exactly true." I said, "What did you study?" He said, "Criminology." I said, "Exactly, prove my point." So I called the next lawyer, it was a Mexican. So I called him and said, "Amigo, it's your friend. I just got involved in a gunshot and they tried to murder me." He said, "Oh, that was you on the news?" I said, "Yes." So he said, "Oh, sorry, I got bad news for you." I said, "What is the bad news?" He said, "Well, the nigga don't have money." So I'm like, "How do you know he don't have money?" He said, "Because he was shooting back at the cops." So I'm like, "So if somebody is shooting them back at the cops, mean they don't have money?" He said, "Yes." I'm like, "Okay, let me move on to the next person." So I call another lawyer. The next lawyer I called was a African American. So I said, "Hello, brother from another mother. He said, I ain't got no brother from another mother. I said, from the Negro land. He said, oh, Africa. I said, yes, the motherland. He said, okay, what's up? I said, well, I was involved in a gunshot right now. I almost lost my life. He said, you live? I said, yes. Do you have kids? I said, yes. He said, oh, so that was you on the news? I said, yes. He said, bro, just walk it off. I'm like, I have 80 miles to go to the house. He said, yes. Niggas like us, when we get to gun violence and we survive, we walk it off. I'm like, how do I walk it off? He said, well, if you want some ransom, you will have faced the bullet and die. Then we call Black Lives Matter, and then we will have get you some ransom to your family. So since you survived, just walk it off. All right, the joke is long, but my time is short. So.